Hello, my name is Kathy, and today I will be discussing Mercury in Pisces. But before I do this, I wanted to let you know that because I have a great many videos now on many different topics, that I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Mercury and Pisces people have wonderfully imaginative minds, which at their best have an almost photographic ability to recall anything that they have learned. These people have the capacity to use their vivid imaginations as an intellectual tool. However, this is achieved by visualizing whatever it is that they are interested in and then working within that image to test out ideas. They blend together everything that they have learned into complex whole impressions instead of remembering individual facts. These people are able to absorb tremendous amounts of information, kind of like psychic sponges, but the sensation that they feel is something akin to remembering these new bits of information rather than of learning something new. Mercury and Pisces people have a wonderful innocent wonder when it comes to learning. But if through the course of their lives they have lost this wonder, or it has not yet awoken within them, then they find it difficult to get interested in learning anything new at all. One of the chief characteristics of Mercury and Pisces is their ability to seemingly pluck knowledge out of thin air in a kind of psychic fashion. This is because they are so highly connected to the universal level of consciousness. As a rule, these people learn more towards knowing things by the emotional feel of them, or by subtly sensing the universal principles that are involved, and from this level they then learn how this bit of knowledge works by observing it in everything around them, constantly checking their image against reality and reality against their image. Mercury in Pisces is the romantic and cosmic idealist of the zodiac, even though you may not admit this to anyone else because of their great sensitivity to the responses to their ideas by others. These people tend towards intellectual shyness and are very hesitant about opening up about what they know to others. One of the reasons for this is that they understand things that are not accessible to the intellect. It is all about knowing things that are beyond the intellectual process. As a result of having a mind that operates on this level, they find it extremely difficult to translate what they know down to plain English that others can understand. If Mercury in Pisces is negatively expressed, this wonderfully receptive mind can then make them feel easily influenced, and their ability to just soak up viewpoints can then leave them confused, with a chaotically fragmented view of reality. This can degenerate into vague daydreams and mental landscapes that are filled with fantasies and wishful thinking. Their use of their imaginations on their experiences then becomes entangled with all kinds of vulnerabilities. At its worst, it contributes to paranoid thinking with ideas of being martyred or persecuted as they swing from being submissive and then abnegating, and then exalted. When their thinking is caught around personal illusions, it then becomes chaotic and confused. This happens when they lose touch with concrete reality. The Mercury in Pisces, when positively expressed, has a wonderful imaginative mind that is of great value in theater, music, painting, photography, poetry, and imaginative writing. When expressed in the scientific arena, it is wonderful in the study of biology and other life sciences, anthropology and cultural studies in general, especially mythic and archetypal studies of cultures, myths, legends, symbolism, mysticism, tarot, I Ching, Kabbalah, as well as mathematics. in particular mathematics in relativity and curved space geometry. In general, though, the Mercury in Pisces person doesn't have a great scientific mind. At least not as far as basic scientific methodology is concerned. However, these people have a tremendous understanding of people, and they just know many things that others don't understand. These people's minds are compelled to dispense with logical processes and instead rely mainly in the instinct and intuitive processes for their guidance. Mercury and Pisces people have wonderful memories, and because they prefer to educate themselves through the medium of inner feelings and emotions and basic self-knowledge, they may on occasionally mentally dumbfound others who worship the God of scientific reason, because of their uncanny ability to make prophecies that come true. These people are deep and often pretty moody as well, and can be infuriatingly vague at times in their speech patterns. However, they end up proving that there is something more profound than the standard, reasonable, and clever mind. Surprisingly, Mercury and Pisces people generally have a great deal of common sense. They are quick to absorb and respond to the emotional currents that surround them, and have a large capacity for showing sympathy to others and for being able to understand the intimate problems of their friends. People come and go in the life of the Mercury and Pisces person, but it's a pretty sure bet that these other people that flow through their lives never forget the Mercury and Pisces person. It is common to find people with Mercury and Pisces employed in hospitals and other institutions, where they can express their deep compassion in the practical caring for others. However, if the natural urge for self-sacrifice that these people feel is not being satisfied, they will tend to be quite upset if the environment that they are working in is uncongenial. To everyone else, a place might seem cheery and harmonious, but these people will pick up the discordant psychic impressions of previous occupants and events. Emotional turmoil and even physical illness can then happen to the Mercury and Pisces person because of their extreme sensitivity. Mercury in Pisces is not at its best, however. It's not a good position for Mercury as a rule. But it does not mean a lack of intelligence. Rather, it suggests that the mind resists the rules of pure logic and will not be pinned down to hard facts on anything. They instead prefer information that comes from the realm of instinct and intuition, which is no less significant in the grand scheme of existence. People with Mercury in Pisces are usually very successful in fields which allow them to make use of their creative imaginations and love of fantasies. Sometimes these people are simply aware of circumstances and events without understanding how they know what they know. This Mercury position may also produce psychic or mediumistic talents. Because Mercury is so close to the Sun, it can never be more than 28 degrees from Mercury in a birth chart, and so there are only 3 Sun-Mercury combinations for each sign. If the Sun is in Aquarius and Mercury is in Pisces, vision and imagination can be turned to wide-scale humanitarian enterprises. These people, although basically rational, may have unusual ideas which are advanced or unconventional modes of thinking, and they are fascinated by the unsolved mysteries of science and what they may imply. When the Sun and Mercury are both in Pisces, the mind is more inspired, but it is also edged with a certain flightiness, unless the ability to concentrate is shown elsewhere in the natal chart. These susceptible souls often suffer emotionally as a result of their thin-skinned impressionability. They're frequently misunderstood, and they may withdraw into themselves and become recluses. Yet they are generally kind, helpful, and eager to be of assistance to people in trouble. They need protection because, due to their willingness to listen to any tale of woe, they can easily be duped. The Sun in Aries and Mercury in Pisces gives a person that's less vulnerable to deception and a more positive disposition. They are better adapted to translate intuitive ideas into action and to give overt expression to the impulses which arise out of the unconscious. I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.